Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python tutorial series. Hope you are doing well, and I guess you are enjoying this tutorial series. Anyway, let's start. And our today's topic is conditional statements in Python. So first of all, what are conditional statements? If you have learned any programming language prior to this course, you might know what are conditional statements. But if you don't worry. Conditional statement means when you have a condition. For example, if you have to go either this way or that way, then the statements which are used to decide which way you have to go, that particular pack is known as conditional statements. So as we know, if, else and elif, these three are the conditional statements. In C or C++ or Java as well, elif is known as else if, but in Python we used else if as elif, elif. Okay, so when we want that our computer decides whether we have to choose this way or that way, then we use this type of statements. So let's open our PyCharm and let's start. Now here's our PyCharm. Let's create a new file, a new Python file, by right clicking on our project file, new and Python file, and we will name it as conditional states. So as we have created a conditional statement py file, so first of all I would like to tell you about the indentation. What is indentation? Indentation is must in Python, because as we have if you have studied in C or C++, we can see we use curly braces over there, which means the code section which is in the curly braces, it means that the code belongs to that entity. But in Python we don't use curly braces, we use indentation. So first of all I would like to tell you the syntax of Python. So as we have studied in our earlier videos, comments, how to write a comment, we use hashtag, right? So if, here comes the condition, here comes the colon, and now indentation comes in play. And now we write here statement 1, again we use hashtag statement 1, and up to statement n. Okay, this is the basic syntax of if statement, and mind that the condition should be a boolean. Okay, now let's start. Hope you have understood what is the syntax of if statement. So let's write a program based on if statement only. So let us suppose we have a variable a and it contains 8, or we can say 18. Now if we want that if the age, let me rename it as age. Now we want to if you're making a program, and in that program if the age is equal to 18 or greater than 18, then the program should run, otherwise it should not run. Like for example here, if the age is greater than or equal to 18, then it must print an output, and if it is not, then it should not print an output. Simple. So we will write if age, and as we have learned in operators, greater than equals to 18 colon. As you can see, here is the if keyword, here is the condition, obviously it will return a boolean, and here is a colon, enter, and automatically we will be in the if structure. Like as you can see, we have indented from the boundary line automatically, but if you are using a terminal, then you have to do this manually. Anyways, let's write print access allowed. Okay, so let's run this. Since we are using new file conditional statement, as you can see the output is access allowed, and if we reinitialize age with 17, now let's run it again. Now as we can see, there is no output printed. That means this statement is not executed. So this is all about if statement. Now what if we want that if the age is less than 18, then also it should print an output. So for that we will use a else statement, ELSE. So the condition of else, so the syntax of else statement is else colon statements. That's it. Okay. Else statement generally used if all the conditions are failed, then else statement will get executed. Okay. So let's write. If is written over there. If you write else, print access denied. Now if you run this again, we are getting access denied. As you can see, now this statement has been executed. Okay, and if we again reinitialize it with 19, then you can see access allowed is executed. This is all about if else statement. Now what if we have multiple conditions, like if a number is between 2 or 2 to 5, then output should be this. If it is between 3 to 6, then output should be this. If it is less than 1, then output should be this. Like we have so many of conditions, then how will we do that? So for that we use elif. In Hindi we can say this as ye nahi to ye और अगर कुछ नहीं तो ये. Okay, now we will illustrate this if elif else suit with a program. So we can write a simple program, like for example, if a user enters any integer value between 0 to 9, then if for example if he enters 0, then the output should be ZERO. If he enters 5, then the output should be F5VE. And if the user enters a string value or a char value, other than the 0 to 9, then our program should print invalid input. Okay, so have you understood? So let's code. So let me erase this all. Let's accept user input dig equal to int input. Okay, let me rename it as digit. Okay, now if digit equal to 0, okay, print 0. Okay, elif digit equal to 1, print 1. elif equals to print TWO, and so on. We can do it. I will just copy paste this so so our time can be saved. So I think till 4 should be enough, and else you will print invalid input. Okay, so let's run this program, and we can also print a intro statement, like what a user should enter any number between 0 to 4. Okay, so let's run this. If we run this, we are getting this enter any number between 0 to 4. For example, if we enter 3 and enter, then we are getting 3 as an output. If we again run it, if we enter 2, then we are getting 2 as a output. And if we enter number other than 0 to 4, for example 6, we are getting invalid input. This completes our if else statement. I hope you have understood this if else statements thoroughly, and you have any query, you can mail me at this email mentioned here. If you have enjoyed the video, you can like, share and subscribe, and you can also follow us on these handles: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and Twitter. And in my upcoming video I will teach you about loops, and after going through loops we will combine the if else statement with these loops and we will do many programs based on pattern. So stay connected, a lot of interesting material is gonna come. Enjoy learning.